Okay, this is chapter 1, Introduction to Hospitality Economy. The hospitality is a broad category of fields within the service industry that include lodging, event planning, tempat transportation, cruise line, traveling, and an additional fee within the tourism industry. Definition of economy. Not fixed definition. Aerobic. Economic is a social science. Adam economy as an entry into the nature and search of the will of the nation. Erwin Whitaker, the study of how society allocates its scarce resources. Economy is the study of how men use limited resources in order to satisfy their unlimited wants. Okay, for microeconomy, for boot noodle, they focus on the special menu or signature menu. Our chef special noodle with sliced breast beef meatballs, bean sprouts, Chinese broccoli, basil, and celery. Okay, for macroeconomy, for boot noodles, the number of customers per day is 150 to 200 pupils.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Miss Azwani and all my friends. So for today, my part is about basic economy of our company Boat Noodle. So first of all, my name Muhammad Fariza bin Muhammad Johari. My matric number 2018-222178. I'm from HM2424AA. So the first part of basic economy of boat noodle is there are two basic economy concepts that apply by the boat noodle in Malaysia. First is choice and second is opportunity cost. Choice is a comparison of alternative, compare cost and benefit for each alternative. That is the first basic economy concept that apply by the boat noodle Malaysia. Second is opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is the cost of any activity measured in the term of best alternative foregone. It's just like what you give in order to gain something or profit or any benefit. Next, I will talk about choice. For choice in boat noodle, for boat noodle Malaysia, there also a comparison of alternative like the compare cost and the benefit for each alternative. The examples such as tasty chicken wing that about RM10.90 a bit expensive compared to rib eye skewer that about RM5.90. The reason why the restaurant are brave to set the chicken wing with high price compared to the rib eye skewer because in Malaysia, people are likely to eat chicken wing compared to the rib. Every people in Malaysia like to eat this part of chicken. So because of that, this part is popular. From this we can see that the boat noodle can take the benefit for the sale of the chicken wing to the customer in Malaysia. Next, I gonna talk about opportunity cost. In boat noodle, company use opportunity cost in production to make a smart decision by weighing the sacrifice of choosing one alternative over the other. For example, in boat noodle kitchen, they will have a lot of fresh noodle for the menu. If there were a lot of fresh noodle that not being cooked, the restaurant will save the noodle for future use, for future benefit. So that's all for my part. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aiman Ash bin Muhammad Daud from HM2424AB. Today, I would like to present about factor of production in boat noodle Malaysia. First is definition of production. Production means the process of using the factor of production to produce goods and service. Production is the process of transforming input into output. For the input is input refer to the factor of production that's a film used in the production process. Then for the output is output refer to what we get at the end of the production process, that is finished product. Okay, I proceed. Factor of production in boot noodle Malaysia. They have 4 factor of production. First is land, second is labor, third is capital, and for the lastly is entrepreneur. Okay, the firstly is land. Land is the all natural resources of give nature. For the example is mineral, agriculture product, and chicken. Boot noodle get their supplier from land, which is chicken, water, noodle, and so on. At boot noodle, land very important to do this business because some ingredient for cooking must be from land. Okay, next is labor. Labor is physical or mental activity of human being. At boot noodle, they have worker like chef or waiter and cashier in this restaurant. Then they are the labor to doing the business in this company. So labor is so important in the business. Okay, third is capital. Capital is the part of man made for future production. Then capital, it is type of tool like machine. Boot noodle already use machine to doing coffee to the customer. For the same time, financial tool is the capital, and boot noodle already use financial tool in their business. Okay, for the lastly is entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is a person who combine the different factor of production and initiates the process of production and also bear the risk. At boot noodle, they have someone to marketing this product, then to for the promotion. In this part, company should ready with another risk in our business. So entrepreneur is important to do some business, to do the business. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Izam, and thank you for my friend for the previous presentation. And for this part, I want to present about the problem, and the problem I will relate with the boot noodle. Okay, for the problem in boot noodle, I assume have 4 problems in boot noodle. Firstly, constraint to optimization, like demand decrease. If raw material decrease, so the demand for the boot noodle menu is decreased, and the menu fragmentation cannot be achieved without the raw material. So when the variation of menu cannot be have in the boot noodle restaurant, the customer demand is declining or decreased from the other customer. For the second problem is legal constraint. This boot noodle actually come from traditional food Thailand. Then at the Thailand boot noodle, the restaurant serve pork. So at Malaysia, serve the pork is not allowed from the government rule. Then when the boot noodle want open their branch at Malaysia, the restaurant must follow the environmental law. This is because the restaurant must have the halal certificate, and then because in this country especially Malaysia, is the country majority of the people is Muslim. Okay, I continue the third problem in the book noodle restaurant. The third problem is technical and environmental constraint. This problem is the lack of technology. For example, boot noodle is the one of the big food business, so the company must use the technology ordering menu system, like waiter use the tab or other technology device to avoid problem wrong ordering system. And then when this technology don't have at the restaurant, maybe for my opinion, maybe the percentage problem ordering menu from the customer that will happen. Then when the problem will happen, maybe customer feel angry to the waiter and the management of the boot noodle restaurant, so the customer not come back to the restaurant to eat again for the main menu in the boot noodle. And then for the last problem is time constraint. Time constraint is actually the most restaurant the boot noodle are open in shopping mall. When opening in shopping mall, the boot noodle restaurant must follow the timetable operation of the mall. The timetable operation of the mall is opening in 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. So the boot noodle restaurant cannot open too early and close too late. So the boot noodle restaurant must follow the time management from the main management of the mall. Okay, that's all from me for the problem in boot noodle. Thank you.